Hello everyone, DQ here, and the work I have for you today is the Kaba Gemini PluS. So it's the upgrade from the normal Gemini, which is with only standard drivers. This one has a lot of T-pins, which basically means that I need to set some of the pins several times. Combine that with great tolerances, and this makes for a very challenging pick. It's a €0.5. As you can see, the key is working very nicely. We have the fake beating, which is typical for Kaba locks. Here on top we have 4 pins. We have 6 and I believe 5 on the other side. So this makes 15 pins total. It's a very beautiful lock, and for picking it's pretty straightforward. You tension very heavy. I use these two pry bars together, which also gives me a little platform for my flag. And basically for this walk you really want to follow the binding order like really well. Whatever is binding, only that pin you need to push. If you're not sure, you skip the pin and go to another and test every single pin until you're sure that the one you're touching is the one that needs to be lifted. And yeah, using heavy tension should negate the risk of oversets. And the flag I used was this Dongshi flag. And for the top I just used this flat Jimmy hook. It's kind of tricky to get on the top pins because the key pins themselves, as you can see, they are pointy. They are not like your typical key pin, but they're like come to a fine point, which corresponds here with the key. And this may be a little tricky to go up, so you need to really be in the middle to be sure that you're on the top pin. And as far as I felt, 2 of the top pins were T-pins and a lot of the drivers on the sides were also T-pins, which basically meant that I need to set them multiple times, at least 2 times, if you don't drop any. And yeah, basically, as I explained, heavy tension, and if nothing is binding, you can actually release some tension, drop some pins. It's not a big deal. Then jiggle test and try to find the binder until the lock opens. So yeah, I think that's everything. Now let's pick the lock. Okay, Kaba Gemini PluS is in the vise. Key is working. Now let's try to pick it. Okay, it's open. I was getting a little worried, but it is picked. So I won't be cutting this work since it's wound, as I explained earlier, but you can see all the pins are here. So this is picked. Yeah, I will just quickly show you that it's interesting that you can unscrew this, and actually this is the way you got it. Here are some parts, the actuator, and when you unscrew this, the whole like core with the housing comes out. So yeah, this is it. Kaba Gemini PluS picked. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and bye bye.